We have two camps of people today. This is camp number 1 and this is camp number 2 because we have good news and we have bad news. We got Call of Duty 2021. EA is looking to cut features from Battlefield 2042. We have the Steam Deck to talk about, looking all kind of ways. That's a thing, boy, ladies and giga chats. So let's go for 10 likes on the video, and for your reward, here's a picture of a flying cow. I mean, you don't get to see that every single day, ladies and gentlemen. But coming in at number 8, people are dropping Moabs on Raven Software. They're dropping flashbangs like stun grenades left and right. People are just not stopping, okay? The homie Expel came out. Sure, you recognize there are repeat offenders, Limo? Because apparently Raven Software says there has been a while since our last anti-cheat update. Not really. You just came out the other day saying that you have banned like 100,000 players, and those 100,000 players came right back in. Now they say that 2 Warzone ban waves this week, over 50,000 accounts been banned combined, targeting repeat offenders. Personally, I just blame this guy, okay? I blame this guy. This man ran away with $155 million. If he could just give Raven Software like $5 million, maybe even $2 million, we wouldn't be sitting here talking about the Warzone anti-cheat system, okay? But this man, he don't want to give the Benjis, okay? He want to take the Benjis for himself. And can I blame Bobby for that? Absolutely not, because money is money, okay? Everybody likes having money, but nobody likes giving the monies, okay? Even if it's your company, I'm like, come on, guy, just give them $2 million and we could actually sit here, not pound sand. We could be doing helicopters with our Willies, but Bobby just want to be the only guy to do helicopters with his Willy. Seriously, give him on, Doug. But Enid came out and he's asking for some very heavy features. He want that FOV slider. That is really tough because obviously on PC, the FOV slider gives you all that room, so when you go bap bap, it looks kind of clean, it looks kind of good. But on console, you're really like that, so when you go bap, you kind of hurt your nose, you kind of hurt your head, and it is not a good feeling. So I feel the homie Eni, but realistically, whenever we get this feature, it's either never gonna come out, let me just keep a $150, but if it comes out, it's probably gonna be 500 gigabytes or maybe even 1 terabyte. It is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button for me to spit facts. Before we get to the next topic, this video is sponsored by FilmoraGo. It's a free mobile app that lets you edit videos on the go. A lot of you want to make videos on the YouTube, but you do not want to invest into programs like Premiere Pro because it costs a lot of that money, and most of you don't want to sit at a desktop and edit videos. FilmoraGo is perfect for that. You can edit videos straight from your mobile device. They have a lot of features. You can speed up your footage, slow it down, add effects to it, add fades, and plenty more. It is super easy to trim. You can pop a split anywhere you would like to. You can put in music, record vocals, and secondary audio track right in the app. You can also put stickers, text, and even filters, which is essentially color correction but in a quick and easy way. They also have a YouTube channel with all the tutorials about the app. You can search up FilmoraGo on Google Play or Apple Store to get it, or you can simply click the link in description, download it, check it out. Let me know if you like it in the comments below. Also, Rainbow Six Extraction is getting delayed to January 22nd. Obviously, we're talking about Ubisoft, UbiCap and delays, they go hand in hand. And we're also getting Riders Republic delayed to October 28th instead of September 2nd. It's not really a massive delay, and Riders Republic, man, this game definitely hits me in the G-spot, okay? This might be the only game alongside Battlefield 2042, of course, like that, but Riders Republic gives me massive dopamine. Sony's Jim Ryan says that it is better to wait for a great game because players only remember the best games, and say whatever, but he's spitting facts. But I do know that some people will be like, well, he's not spitting facts. He's trying to gang the Sony ponies out here. He's not trying to bring in the PS3 games on the PlayStation 5, which are facts, okay? I definitely want to see the backwards compatibility come back here. We'll talk about that some other day, but here, he's spitting facts. And the funny thing here is that my man did get hit in the G-spot. You don't believe me? Ryan said that Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart is the best game he's played in the last year. He usually preferred games with a slower pace, but was surprised by how much joy he got out of playing Rift Apart. So in other words, he did get hit in the G-spot. He did fire dopamine, which is kind of good though, because you know how else the fan base is supposed to fire dopamine if the boss is not firing dopamine. You know, it's one of those catch-22, but I'm kind of glad that he is happy with the games, okay? Speaking of people being sus, well, this man did it again, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently, TMT Post, which also dug into what Ryan believes to be the core of PlayStation's success, whether or not Ryan has ever had any creative input in a game's development, his gaming habits, and the news that the God of War sequel is coming in a year or so. The so part definitely has a lot of people sus, myself included, because in a year or so. Like, what do you mean, my guy? Like, does this mean it's gonna come out in 2077? Does this mean it's gonna come out in 2023? I'm not sure, because he says in a year or so, and surely God of War has been officially delayed to 2022. Maybe it's gonna be early 2022. I doubt it's gonna be early 2022, most likely mid to late 2022, but he also adds in a year or so, and that so part is where a lot of people are sus. Let's hope that it doesn't come on in 2023. We need that fresh dopamine. It's not gonna be that fresh in 2023, okay? Like, let me just keep above 50. But the good thing here is that they want to make the best games, so I guess all of us can appreciate that. And Call of Duty Vanguard reveal is likely gonna be arriving late August via Warzone, and apparently the homie Tom Henderson, he has joined the Dual Shockers. Yo, that's a massive W, okay? We're gonna stand up, we're gonna clap up for this man. It's kind of good to see the homie progress and trying out different things, and now he's a part Dual Shockers, okay? Just to summarize everything, like tick, Activision did confirm that they're gonna be at Gamescom on August 26th and 27th, and the homie Tom is saying that we're gonna be having the reveal most likely before, because if we have the reveal before, they're likely gonna be talking about the game at Gamescom. If they don't, they're likely gonna talk about your mom. Ow. Personally, I don't think they're gonna be pushing it to September, although it is very possible, but it's very likely that we're gonna be having the reveal before or at Gamescom. And surely I'm gonna be live streaming this boy for you, so hit the subscribe button. Speaking of a tick boy, well, Steam Deck is actually real. This is basically like the PSP, and it brings me back to the PSP days. Look at this boy, man. It kind of brings me back to those days, to the glorious days, and I miss those days. We're apparently getting the Steam Deck. It's basically like a PC, but in your hands, and it's way better than Nintendo Switch. I mean, Nintendo Switch can go pound sand. It's starting at $399. It's designed by Valve, powered by Steam, shipping December 2021, and you got the Xbox controls in the front, and you also got the R1s and R2 from the Sony ponies. I mean, that is massive. I've never seen people getting along like that. That's a massive W. Like, smash a like button for this rare day, because I'm not sure people will be getting along like this. And we have like bunch of features here. Like, I'll show you this one. We have like different prices. Obviously this is in Canadian, so this is like $399, but in Canadians, I would recommend going with the 256. If you got the monies, well, go with the 512 gigabytes NVMe SSD. But I definitely recommend this boy out here, because it comes in with that SSD. And seriously, try to not think about installing Call of Duty 2077 on this handheld device, because it's gonna eat the whole boy alive. It's gonna eat all the memory alive. You're not gonna be able to download any more games. Jokes aside, Call of Duty file size should be smaller on this one, because it's gonna have smaller resolution, smaller screen, so it should be small, right? First of all, shout out to the homie for adding me in the situation. Battlefield 2042 will feature cross progression across platforms. That's actually pretty poggers, because whatever you unlock on a PlayStation, Sony pony device is gonna be carrying over to Xbox, the Xbox out there, and even the PC Master Race. So that is actually pretty good. But speaking of the cut feature, I mean, some people are calling this an L, other people are W, so we have divided streets. Huge L, I have an Xbox One and Series X and high-end PC, but my close friends don't. This man does have a really good point, you know, in a way. So you can see, like, people are calling this L. The crowd is really divided out here, but apparently with Battlefield 2042's crossplay feature, current gen Sony Pony 5, PS5, and Series X and S players will not be able to play with last gen PS4 and Xbox One players. And I know that some of you will be like, so does that mean PlayStation 5 and Series X got a bigger schlong? And the answer is yes. Sad to reveal the truth, it does have a big schlong, and that's why they're doing this. Personally, I don't view that as a bad news. It can be concerning, but realistically, like Sony Pony 4, PS4, and Xbox One, they have 100 million players, okay? Xbox One got over 50 million players, PlayStation 4 got over 100 million players, so both of them combined, that's like over 150 plus million. But PlayStation 5 and Series X, that's gonna be almost like 10 to 20 million players in total as of right now. We're also gonna be having the AI bot, so I don't think people are gonna be running into issues, especially on PS4 and Xbox One, in terms of connecting with other players. As for PS5 and Series X, yes, we can run into issues maybe like months down the road. If people are still having trouble purchasing PS5 and Series X, then we might run into issues. But at launch, everybody will be letting their dogs out. Everybody is gonna be on the game, so I don't think it's gonna be that bad. Let me know how you feel about it. But check out this video on the screen, hit the subscribe bell so I can interrupt you every time you're about to score on your crush. Subscribe.